today we're gonna go pick up my dad's sports cars. He has a T-top, something from the 70s, I can't, 72 maybe, I'd have to ask him, Corvette Stingray, and then he also has from the 90s a Camaro, which is actually what Nova's name was originally gonna be, was Camaro, because that's what my dad had. And if you guys don't know the story, my sister got a cat and she named her Corvette. Corvette became my cat. She passed away a couple of years ago. Then as a senior in high school, we ended up with our final foster, which was a foster failure, Cobalt, and we weren't sure what we were gonna name her. And so then my mom and I were watching TV, and a commercial for the Chevy Cobalt, because the year the Cobalt came out, came on, and it was in a picture with, or it was in a video, or in the commercial with a Corvette. And Cobalt and Corvette looked very similar. The only real difference between the two was size, because Corvette was part Maine Coon. So was she, oddly enough. Anyway, Corvette was part Maine Coon, and so she was much larger, and Corvette also had long fur, had long hair, and Cobalt did not. And so jokingly, we named her Cobalt, and it just stuck. And then we also had a cat named Casey. She was our first foster failure. And her real name was Cadenza, which was just the name of a cat in a movie that I watched in the 90s at daycare, in the early 90s at daycare. And anyway, so then Kia came out with the Kia Cadenza. So it's just kind of this running gag in our family that our cats are all named after cars, which Cadenza was not. Casey was not. Casey was named after a cat in a movie, and Cadenza actually means something musically. I can't remember what it means musically, but means something musically. And so, but eventually became a car. And so when I was going to get Nova, I was like, oh, I have to name her after a car. And specifically a Chevy, because I liked the idea of keeping it Chevy, even though Casey was technically a Kia. So, but Corvette and Cobalt were both Chevys. So originally it was going to be Camaro, but then I decided I didn't like that. Then I was going to go with Camry for Camry. And then I didn't love that anymore. And then at one point I was going with Capri or Caprice, because there are vehicles named Capri and Caprice. And then I didn't like that. And then my dad was like, how about the Nova? And I was like, that's a car? He goes, yeah, the Chevy Nova. And so I looked up the car. It's a really cool muscle car. And I was like, that's perfect. So that's how Nova got her name. Anyway, we're going to go pick up my dad's cars today. And I don't want anybody to get excited. Usually I don't say anything about big things until they're happening, but this is so cool and so huge that I kind of want to document the whole process. I'm buying a house, not anytime soon. Maybe I might be. This is not the big change that I have been alluding to since December. This was not something that I was considering until somewhat recently. Hold on, I need to fill my dog's water dish. That he's drinking happily. It only really started to become a thing when, I mean, I've been thinking about it. I've actually been thinking about it for years. I've been thinking about it since I got my job at Petco. Back a long time ago, I was actually actively looking for houses back then. There were these townhouses in Apple Valley that I really liked. Nova, get off of the counter. Thank you. Anyway. But there were these townhouses in Apple Valley that I liked, and I still really like them, and I wish I could buy one, but they're just so expensive now. And at the time that made sense, because I worked at Apple Valley. I worked at the Petco in Apple Valley, so that made sense. And there was a house just down the road from my house that my mom and I went to an open house for and stuff. And so I just never bought one because I just never pulled the plug. Like I never did it. You know what I mean? So, then that's when I decided to go into real estate, which was really great because I didn't own a house because I would never have been able to try that, which, I mean, obviously I'm not in real estate anymore, but it was still a really great way for me to get out of retail, but because I don't think I would have gotten out of retail if I would have bought the house. So I'm very happy and very fortunate that I was able to not buy a house or that I didn't buy a house, because I got to get a retail, try real estate, and now I work at a Monday through Friday job, which I enjoy. So there's a house that I could afford right now. I wouldn't be able to live in it. I mean, I could. It's livable. Like it's not livable, but definitely a lot of work to be done. And with somebody who has contamination phobias, probably not the best place for me to live right now. So, right? So I could afford it. So the thought would be I would buy it and I would just maintain the property and just kind of save up money every once in a while. So save up $2,000, do a project. Save up $5,000, do a project. Save up so much money, do a project. Save up so much money, do a project. And then by the time my parents are ready to sell this house, which we're getting to, I'd be able to move in. Or even sooner than that. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so I'm thinking about it. And it's on the way to where my dad stores his cars over the winter. So I've been thinking about it. I've been genuinely thinking about buying this house. And what makes it even better is the exterior of the house is blue, which if you guys don't know is my favorite color in the entire world. And it feels like kind of a blank slate. I mean, it's not. It's definitely like livable. Like I said, it's not like it's gutted or anything. And I'd probably gut the kitchen. I would probably, depending on how the cabinets look, I might just be able to paint them and restore them. And the appliances all look new, but the countertop definitely needs to go. New sink needs to come in, that kind of thing. Definitely new backsplash, definitely new floors. The backsplash actually doesn't look that old or beat up. It actually is just ugly and it's terrible from the pictures. But it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, no basement apparently, which is very scary to say in Minnesota because we get tornadoes pretty frequently. So I don't know. My mom was like, well, we'll just build you a storm shelter. And I was like, okay. But I might buy a house. So we're going to drive by it today. And now the reason why my parents are getting ready to sell this house is because they bought a property up at Lake Superior. They've been thinking about retiring. Obviously, they're in their 60s. My dad is planning on retiring at 65. My mom will probably retire a couple years after that. And then they'll move up to Lake Superior. And they're going to build a house up there. It's a vacant lot right now. And they're going to build a house up there. So they're going to sell this house. I'm going to buy a house in this other town. I'm not going to say where it is because it's a much smaller town than I live in right now. Like, I don't care if people know I live in Bloomington because it's like the 5th largest city in the state. This other one's a much smaller town. It's still technically Twin Cities, but slightly outside, feels very outside of the Twin Cities. So it's going to feel much better, like, because I grew up in a small town. So it's going to feel much like home, really, which would be nice. But I might buy this house. It's single family home. So it's not a townhouse, it's an actual house. And I'm kind of excited. So I'm not going to show you guys the outside because obviously if I show you guys the outside, then you guys would know what the house looks like. And that's just not safety. So if I bought the house, then that wouldn't be safe because I would not change the outside at all because I love the blue exterior. But I don't know. I might buy a house. So we're going to drive by it today. We're going to see how we feel about the neighborhood, how we feel about the town. It's only 33 minutes from work, which really is cool because it feels like it should be so much further away. I've been to this town. Actually, when I sold my Equinox, I sold it to somebody from this town. So I've been to this town. I actually think I did an open house in this town too once. So I don't know. I might buy a house like in the coming weeks. I don't know. Haven't decided. But either way, I'm probably gonna buy a house like sometime early next year. If I don't buy a house right now, if I don't buy this house. Hello? Okay. So if I don't buy this house or buy a house like in the next couple weeks, I'll buy one early next year. So I just want to start documenting this experience on my vlogging channel maybe. This was actually going to be like a big surprise because I like doing big surprises. I did one with Nova. That's it. But it's still kind of fun to like get everything set. But my main channel will obviously have like a video about the work that gets done and stuff, so the befores and afters. But this will be a fun like experience on my vlogging channel to possibly buy a house. So this is the start of that journey, because either way, I'm buying a house because my parents are selling this one. So I can't live here anymore. And my real estate friend, I've made a lot of real estate friends, obviously, because I worked in real estate for 2 years or so. But it was like more like a year and a half. But anyway, it's not the point. But there's only one person that like actively maintained a friendship with me. And he's a little bit older than me, but we're pretty close in age. He and I agree on a lot of things. We have a lot in common. And so he and I have maintained this friendship. He's definitely still Gen X, but like I'm very old millennial. So not very old millennial, but I'm like in that older millennial cusp. I was born in 1986. He was like born in the 70s. And anyway, and so he's been a lot of fun. And I'll share some stuff. He has no problem with sharing some stuff. I mean, obviously he wants more business. So, you know, I'm sure he'll be perfectly fine being on my channel, being on my vlogging channel. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, breakfast has been had. Now I'm cleaning up a little bit before my workout. And then I have my workout at 10:30. And then I'm going to take a quick shower, and then we're going to go do the errand today. But I'm excited tomorrow to go see my parents' property up on, not just by Lake Superior, but on Lake Superior. So that'll be really fun. I haven't been up to Lake Superior. Well, I guess that's stupid. When I went up to Duluth when my cousin had her baby shower. So that's on Lake Superior. So it's actually not been that long, I guess. But before that, it had been a while since I'd been to Lake Superior. So I don't go there very often, but now I guess I'll be going there pretty frequently. So my parents are going to be lake property owners again soon. They don't actually technically own it yet. They haven't closed on the property yet, but it's coming. Yeah, there's my little vlogging wall. Hopefully when I get home, I'll be able to film a video, because I still have to film a couple videos before I'll feel comfortable taking my time off. And I'm going to start my time off in a couple weeks here, since Dino Fury is done for now. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. I also need to rib my bed. I shouldn't have made it, because I have to rib my bed, trade out my linens, because I need to wash these ones. Ugh. But at least I can make my bed right away again. It's not like when I only had the one set of linens. I only had one set of linens for a really long time, so I had to like just rib it and then wash my linens and then put it back on at that point, make my bed. Now I can just rib my bed, make it again, and wash my linens, which is going to be so much nicer, because I'm a functioning adult who has more than one set of sheets. So I like being a functioning adult, and then a functioning adult that might buy a house soon. I don't know, but look at all of that back there. That's going to be in an office one day. By this time next year, I'll be living in a house by myself. I'm very excited. Hopefully, at least. Yes, puppy? Can I help you? He's like, well, remember when you babied me? Because I almost died. Why don't you do that anymore? Because yes, I had a scare of my life, and I'm very happy you're alive. And yes, I'm still checking on you daily to make sure you're actually still alive when you're sleeping. But I'm going to stop babying you so much. So you got to start eating kibble. That's how I feel. All right, I'm going to clean. with like 2 minutes to spare. God, most of my cleaning done. My shower's still running. I probably should go turn that off. But I'm just rinsing it out from cleaning it. Next is my workout. I'm all dressed for it already. I got just before I started cleaning. So, and then I just gotta put my welcome mat away. Once that all dries. So, and then I'm done cleaning. I just have to rip my bed and do my laundry, and that's it. Then I'm all set, all clean. All right, I'm gonna get ready for my workout because it's literally gonna start in a minute. So I'm done with my workout. It's one heck of a workout. I'm so darn sweaty right now. And yes, I am just in a sports bra now because I was so hot at the end of my workout that I'm just like, brrr. I also usually don't air my dirty laundry on the internet, but here it is. Okay, time for my shower, and then we're hitting the road to go pick up my dad's special cars, which means I'm probably gonna end up driving, hopefully, his normal vehicle. Not that I don't like driving his cool cars. I've never driven the Corvette. I have driven the Camaro, but they're older cars, so they don't have Bluetooth. Priorities. I can't drive without music. So I've got this thing plugged in now because it really tore down the battery doing everything I was doing this morning with vlogging and working out. So that's how that's going. I'm gonna go take my shower now. Okay, shower is done, and I've already brushed my hair. Usually I wait till my hair is at least mostly dry before I brush it, because it's less damaging to your hair. But I know my parents want to get going, so I just decided to brush it because I figured we're probably gonna go before hello? No, I'm actually ready right now. I'm heading on up.
Okay. What did you say?
I'm ready right now. Alexa, hang up. But anyway, obviously they want to get going, so I brushed my hair while it was still really, really, really wet, but that's okay. One time is not going to destroy it too much, so it feels so good to be clean. I mean, aside from obviously like my dirty laundry, but other than that, it's nice and clean.
Sitting on the roof aesthetic. What? Sitting on roof aesthetic? I don't even know what that means.
It's like I was saying, I could have rooftop think sessions, mother.
Roof. Okay. Make sitting area.
So we are currently where my dad has his cars stowed away for the winter. We've been talking about the house. What did you think about the house, Mom?
Oh, it's got strong possibilities. I really
see,
it's got strong possibilities.
I got there, like I was so excited about the house, and then I got there and I was like, maybe not. And both my parents were like, oh wait, no, it's gonna be cool. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, it's weird that it's like built into the ground. That's probably why it's so inexpensive, honestly.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not a structural issue, because with that
cement
kind of a house,
is going to have structural issues, and that's a problem.
Yeah, I am a little concerned about that.
Because the cement house and then the front of the house is wood siding. So it's nice though. I like it. And I think that looking at the kitchen through the windows, when I was looking through the windows and I saw the actual kitchen, I don't think the cabinets are actually as bad as I thought they were.
No, I didn't think they were at all.
So I think maybe just painting them will be fine.
Yeah, for at least right now. I mean,
but I do want to brighten it up in there, because obviously with it being the only side of the house, only one side of the house has like windows. Yeah, he's coming back. That ended up being a bust, going to get my dad's cars. So now I'm going to head downstairs, put some makeup on, and film. I have like one more video before I feel comfortable. I think 1 or 2 more videos I have to film, which is great because it's 2 weeks before my vacation starts from YouTube. So 1 or 2 more videos before I feel comfortable taking my time off. It's gonna be about a month that I'm gonna take off, so plus stay like a month ahead just in case I don't feel well or don't feel comfortable or having mental health problems where I just can't muster up the energy. But I'm just gonna take some time off from YouTube while I'm going through a nice big change and let you guys know more about that change once it happens. I have this chocolate muffin. So after my workout, I didn't eat. So halfway through our trip, I started feeling just so hungry. And so we stopped at a gas station. I got a wrap and this chocolate muffin, and I ate the wrap and then like just the head of the muffin. I'm just gonna slowly eat this muffin for the rest of the day. I love chocolate chip muffins. Sorry, the lighting's so bad. So, when I say I'm Norwegian, this is how Norwegian my family is. That's how Norwegian my family is. That's a Christmas card. It says Happy Christmas, but Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Gold is happy, and Yule is Christmas. Anyway, but yeah. So I had that, and I'm starting to feel a little hungry again now. So I might have some kind of snack, maybe. I was really feeling a shake earlier, so maybe I'll have a shake. I think I'm gonna put this in the fridge though. I'll put it in a Ziploc bag. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe head downstairs and make myself a shake. That sounds kind of good. That's the thing about, so that video went live, so I can freely more talk about how I'm feeling about intuitive eating, but that's kind of what happens with intuitive eating is you just kind of like listen to your body, and if you're feeling hungry, you go, what sounds good? Like what sounds tasty? What sounds like something that I would want to eat? And then you just eat that. And it just so happens that I'm starting to feel hungry for nutrient dense foods. So like when I went in to get the wrap, I didn't go in intending to get a wrap. I went in going, I'll find something that sounds good. But like even then I was like, man, if only we could find like a Jamba Juice or even like a frozen yogurt place where I can just get, like, I was like, I want like fruits. Like I want fruit. That's what I want. Which is not something that I normally crave. Like I definitely crave sweet things. I have a big sweet tooth. I always have, which is why I constantly have chocolate in the house. And I have chocolate with at least one meal every day, you know, because I have this major sweet tooth, and there's nothing wrong with having a sweet tooth. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. And that's what intuitive eating teaches you, is that you can have whatever food you want to have, and there is no moral value to food. Anyway, so I was really feeling like I wanted fruit. So I was like, man, fruits and vegetables is kind of what I was like craving in a way. And like nutrient dense foods, I guess is the best way to put it, like greens, like greens and stuff, plant-based food is what I was craving. And so I was like, man, if only there was like a Jamba Juice or like a Greek yogurt place or something, because that's what I was kind of hungry for. So when I went into the thing, I was like, well, I'll probably just like whatever, grab some beef jerky. And then I found this spot that had like warm stuff. So I went up over there and I was like, none of that looks good. And so then I looked over and I saw a refrigerated section. And I was like, oh, let me go look over there. And then sure enough, I found the wraps. And I was like, the wraps sound fantastic. Like that's exactly what I want. And so I grabbed it. So that's essentially what intuitive eating is. And it's really kind of nice. And it's really been fun to like really explore that. Whew. Non-allergic rhinitis is fun. You're constantly sneezing and you're constantly like having to blow your nose. You're constantly like sniffing. And it gets worse when the weather changes. So it's just been really bad lately. Anyway, well, maybe I want like another shake. Like that sounds good. Like another shake, or not another shake, but a shake. That sounds good right now. Like that sounds like what my body wants to eat. You know, when I could just finish that muffin, probably fine. But I don't want to finish that muffin. The muffin, I mean, sounds great, but again, it's chocolate. I love chocolate, but like, that's not what I want. Isn't that weird? Like, when I first went into the journey of intuitive eating, I genuinely thought that intuitive eating would just like be like a way for me to binge all the time. But it's not. Once you stop putting moral value on food and you stop saying this is not good food, this is not good for you food, or this is junk food, or putting negative connotations to less nutrient foods. Like, I don't use a negative connotation. I actually call them fun foods. That muffin is fun food. It's fun food because it's fun to eat. I enjoy eating it, and it is not as nutritious as other foods. And then there's the nutritious foods or the more nutritious foods, because even that muffin has nutritional value. It has carbohydrates, which is your body's main source of energy and your brain's only source of energy. So it's good for you because it gives you one of the main macronutrients that you need. It also has some fats in it and also has some protein in it because chocolate comes with both of those things. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not as nutrient dense as other foods. And that's just a scientific fact. But that doesn't make it not okay to eat or not good to eat. It's just another food. So for right now, my body's not craving that. Like, I had like a couple bites and I'm fine. And I can go off and eat something else now. That's what intuitive eating is. And it's so cool. And it's so freeing. And I love it. I mean, I still have more to go, but I'm definitely enjoying this. And I never thought that I would get to that point. Like, I was like, my brain is never going to want the nutrient dense foods. And now here I am with a chocolate chip muffin that I could be eating right now. And I'm not. And I'm sitting here talking to you guys about how I think I'm going to go make myself a shake. It's wild. So I think I'm going to go make myself a shake. I have my shake. Oh, and by the way, there is a brick wall in this particular house. And my dad, even though we couldn't go in, obviously, nobody lives there. So we did like look in the windows. But my dad thinks it might be a real brick wall, unlike the one that he built for me right there, which is cement that's meant to look like bricks. There we go. But yeah, so that might be a real brick wall, which would be amazing. I've always wanted an exposed brick wall, like a real exposed brick wall. So, which is why my dad built what he built me here, so that at least I could have like brick. Anyway, so that's really cool. I don't know. I'm feeling good about it. We'll see what happens. I had to get pre-approved first. So I have to call a lender on Monday. Oh shoot, I was gonna call my vet today. So Cosmo's vet bill was like $2,600. So, and I have pet insurance, but they have to get, I have to wait till Monday now, but they have to get his medical records to make sure that his pancreatitis specifically was not pre-diagnosed. So it wasn't a pre-existing condition because they don't cover pre-existing conditions. And, so I need to call my vet, and I'm just gonna have my vet do it. I'll just be like, can you, because he's only been to that vet in the time frame that they're looking for. And I know every vet place he's gone to since he's been born, because we mostly ever went to Banfield. So when we lived in St. Cloud, we went to Banfield. When I moved here, we went to Banfield in Richfield. And then when I got the job at PetSmart, we went to the Banfield in my PetSmart, my old PetSmart, and then after that, we went to the vet that I currently go to. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, anyway, I'm gonna maybe sit down and watch some TV before I film, and so I can finish this. This is spinach, strawberries, banana, and some lactate milk, so no lactose in it, and some peanut butter. So that's what's in this. And it's tasty, man. It is definitely tasty. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. Maybe sit down, watch some TV. I have The Voice I need to get caught up on. I'm like really behind right now on The Voice because I just haven't been watching it. So I have to watch that. I also just bought The Facts of Life, so I want to rewatch that. I was rewatching Salute Your Shorts for a little while, but like I watched the first episode. Calm down. But then like I don't know. Like I don't know if that's just one of those shows I just want to keep in my past. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I apparently wanted to watch because I watched that. There are a few episodes that they missed, but that's alright. That's whatever. So I think I'm gonna sit down on my couch for a little bit. My nice clean apartment. Look how nice and clean it is. There's the Dooger. You have to go potty. You're not getting up, so I don't know if you have to go potty. If you have to go potty, go up. If you have to go potty, get up. Okay, he's getting up now. Let's take him potty. Actually, I'm gonna take him potty, sit down, watch some stuff, catch up with you guys later. Okay, so done with my shake. I need to get a new garbage liner so I can throw this away. Finished up that little jar of peanut butter, but I got this all cleaned out and that's all drying, as well as the base. So I have a Ninja. If you guys don't know, I have a Ninja, and you can either do like the normal blender size or you can do individual sizes. So it's really nice. I like it a lot. Got it for Christmas. My dad got it for me for Christmas. So now I gotta put some makeup on my face and film a video. So that's the plan, at least. So let's grab my thing of makeup. This used to serve me very well, but man, it's not serving me anymore. But the problem is I just don't have any like storage in this bathroom. Hoping that if I get this house will have places where I can create storage, or maybe already has storage. It's pretty small, so I doubt it. The bedrooms are not super big, let me tell ya. Enjoy my not finished ceiling. The bedrooms, and that's when to go see it, is not very big because, like, I mean, we've not been there, but I can see the dimensions of them and stuff. So, like on the listing and whatnot. So I know they're not great sizes. One's really tiny, but anyway, it'll serve its purpose. I don't need big bedroom. I've never wanted a big, like I've never cared. And when I was in high school, when I was a teenager, I did, but like I just don't. Like as an adult, I don't understand. Like, it's fine. People who want big rooms, like, more power to you. I just don't understand the necessity of having, like, a big bedroom. Because, like, you're literally just going in there to sleep. Like, people who have, like, again, don't take offense if you've got these things. Because, again, more power to you if it's what you like. But, I mean, I've just never understood the need, you know? Because, like, people who have, you know, sitting rooms in their bedrooms. I'm like, why? There's literally no reason. Like, they actually say that depletes your ability to sleep well. That, like, ruins your sleep. Is to, like, have your bedroom be anything but a place to have sex and sleep. Like, that's literally what your bedroom should be for. And so I'm just like, I just don't understand why people have always been just making main bedrooms the suites in houses, massive. I just don't understand the necessity. But again, if it's your thing, whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to express my different opinion. Like white kitchens. Okay, and I was talking about this in the car with my parents because I don't mind white in a kitchen. Like white in a kitchen, it's whatever. Go ahead. You do you. Have fun with your white kitchen. But people who live in houses, I don't understand if you live in a house how you can genuinely like white kitchens. Like that I don't get. That I'll never understand. Because it's never going to actually be clean because you live there. Do you not have pets? Do you not have kids? Do you not cook? Because if you don't do those things, then that's probably why. That is likely then why you like white kitchens, because you don't actually utilize that space. Because in my experience with kitchens, they get dirty. And they're like the dirtiest room in your house most of the time. And as a clean freak, I hate when something looks dirty. And it's a lot harder to keep it clean when it stains. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of a lot. Anyway, I don't mean to like, I don't know why I got that color. I guess we're mixing these two colors together today. I don't mean to like be a party pooper. If you really genuinely like white kitchens, I just don't get it. Because they don't stay clean. You know what I mean? Like white counters, white backsplash, fine. Those are easy to clean. Those don't stain. Cabinets, those stain. If you have white cabinets, I just don't understand. I just don't get it. But that's just me. That's just me. I don't know what color to use. Let's go with maybe this one. I'm trying to use colors that I don't use super often. So that's kind of cute. I don't know. I'm not going to do like a full get ready with me. I just wanted to have that little moment where I talk about that because I watch HGTV and there are going to be a lot of pissed off people when open concept is no longer a thing. And because at one point people liked closed off kitchens. I prefer closed off kitchens if I'm honest, because closed off kitchens means that people don't see your disgusting mess. Like when I cook, I make a mess. So if it's like open, come on. I'm gonna have people over for dinner and they're gonna see this mess. I have to cook like 3 hours early just so that I can put it in the oven so that I can clean my kitchen. Like maybe it's because I'm a clean freak. Maybe that's the difference. Maybe it's because I'm a clean freak and most people just aren't. And I have a really high standard for myself when it comes to what a house should look like when somebody comes over. Like, that's possible. That's very possible. That's just my own personal high standard for myself. But what a house should look like when somebody comes over. I mean, it doesn't have to look like a magazine. Like, it can look like people live there. But, like, it shouldn't, in my opinion, for me, like, it was something that I do not feel comfortable with, shouldn't look like, you've been slaving in the kitchen for hours. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Again, that's me. That's just my thing. You have a different opinion, more power to you. Opinions are make the world go round. Differing opinions is what changes the world. I have no problem with people who have different opinions. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not going to save the world by having a not white kitchen, so in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. This world is not going to be saved by the color of your kitchen. So, at the end of the day, it's not something to get too passionate about. But still, I just don't get it, man. I've always been so bad at eyeliner. This is literally just eyeshadow, but it's a lot easier than putting actual eyeliner on for me, because I'm terrible at it. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up my makeup. I'll see you later. All right, I am all made up and ready to film. I just have a very simple video to film today and stuff, but I do want to do a little bit of research prior to doing it, because it's a little bit more informational based versus like my experience with animals, because it's going to be an animal video. So I do want to do a little bit of research just so I'm doing my due diligence to make sure that I am giving accurate scientific information versus, again, just my experience. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and focus on that for a little while here, and then I'm going to film. That's the sound of our furnace right now. Our furnace is fine. We actually had somebody out here looking at it. Furnace is fine. It's just something is loose, I guess, essentially, and it doesn't break the quality of the furnace, but I feel like I need to wait for that to be done before I can start filming, because I just don't want that sound, because the sound comes literally from where I film. So if it was anywhere else in the house, like if I filmed basically anywhere else, it would be fine, because my shotgun, the particular shotgun that I got, one of the biggest complaints for it is that it doesn't pick up sound very well from behind you, but that's like literally the point of a shotgun, is it specifically like has sound that just comes like this, so it just picks up sound that is right in front of it, not off to the side, not behind it. But obviously when you have a shotgun attached to a camera, it's a lot of times for either videos like I do or like this, vlogging. So a lot of times you want to be behind the camera showing something. So I understand people's like complaining about it. But so if it's like literally anywhere else, my shotgun would be fine. Wouldn't necessarily pick up that sound very much. But this is really loud and annoying. So I'm gonna wait for this to be done now. But I'm done doing the research that I felt like I needed to do for the video to really get the specifics. It's about dog vision. So whenever that video goes live, just think of this video. Anyway, but it's about dog vision and how dogs see and how you can really set yourself up for success with a dog based on their vision, because a lot of people don't realize that dogs' vision is different. Like, people understand that dogs have color blindness, but they don't understand what that means. And so I wanted to do a video where I talked about their vision and talked about how you can set yourself up for success as a dog owner with training or with playing, because there are a lot of things you can do to set your dog up for success with those things, and that's what the video is essentially about. So I'm excited to do that video. I just want to make sure that I got like the science, like the wording down correctly, because it's something that I've been very passionate. Obviously I'm passionate about animals, but something that I've been very passionate about for a very long time. And specifically dogs, because I knew that I've always wanted to be somebody who had dogs. Like, I've always wanted dogs. So, but anyway, that's where I'm at, kind of emotionally right now. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for this sound to be done, and then I'm gonna film. All right, I filmed now 2 videos. I filmed the dog vision one, and then there's going to be a story time up about Cosmo's puppyhood, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, now it's time for me just to sit down and relax and probably put my hair back. I don't know, I really like my hair today, but we'll see how long it takes for me to be annoyed by it. Though, now that we're doing ART, which is accelerated resolution therapy for my PTSD, for my CPTSD, I'm hoping that maybe this won't be, having anything around my neck won't be as much of a trigger anymore. But if I have anything that touches my neck, like, you'll notice I play with this, I'll pull the, my collars down, and I'll mess with my hair a lot, because if it's around my neck, it actually feels like something's like choking me, and I feel like I'm being choked. So it's definitely a PTSD trigger. I'm definitely triggered whenever that happens. So that's why you'll notice my hair is almost always back in ponytails or buns, except for if I'm filming. And that's very intentional because I just can't handle anything around my neck. So hopefully that'll start to dissipate once I start to heal from my trauma. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm done filming. I still have to do my laundry. I still have to rub my bed. Ugh, still haven't done those things, but I'll get to them. Maybe tomorrow. I mean, we're going to be going to Lake Superior tomorrow, which I'm taking you guys with me. So we're going to do another vlog tomorrow. So there'll be 2 vlogs before I take some much needed time off. And you all will understand when I come back. It's not going to be like I'm actually gone because I pre-recorded a bunch of videos for my main channel. Nothing pre-recorded for this channel because that's not the point of vlogging channels. So, but I did pre-record a lot for my main channel. So it won't be like I'm gone at all, but I'll be taking about a month off from videos, which will be a nice little break here at the end of spring, early summer kind of time frame, just to relax and be for a little bit. Because, you know, creators, even if I'm like this super big creative person, love doing YouTube, it still burns me out every once in a while. And so sometimes I need to take a break, especially when I'm going through a big change, which I'm about to go through in a couple weeks here. So anyway, that's where I'm at emotionally, and I will see you all later. So everybody has had their dental treats. We have been potty one more time before bed. Nova is cranky because I didn't let her go upstairs with me to turn the alarm on. And now it's time to close the blinds and go to bed because it is going to be an early morning. We are heading for Wisconsin. Blech. We are heading for Wisconsin bright and early. Probably won't actually be that bright. I guess we're heading for Wisconsin at like 6 a.m. That's when Dad wants to get on the road. He's hopeful that we'll be able to pick up his cars tomorrow then. So he wants to head out there, spend maybe an hour at the property, showing me around, kind of showing me where he wants to build, that kind of stuff, and then head back home and possibly go get his cars. So that's the plan, since today was kind of a bust in doing that. So that's cool. And the more and more I think about it, the more and more I plan stuff. Like I was Googling ideas of updates that I want to do to the house. I'm really feeling this house. I have no idea. It's a seller's market in the state of Minnesota, at least. It is still very much a seller's market. So it's really hard to determine like whether or not the house will even still be there on Monday when I can call a lender, and by the time I can get pre-approved, who knows what that's going to look like. I did find out that it is a foreclosure, so that would explain the super low price. And according to Zillow, which as a former real estate agent I don't trust 100%, but according to Zillow, I just don't like, there we go, that's where I want that to be at. According to Zillow, the house should be worth like maybe $200,000. It's currently listed for just under $100,000. After I like fix it up, change out all the flooring, put in skylights in the bedrooms, there's a reason. Fix up the kitchen. The kitchen is ugly as heck. But after I do that, I could be sitting on $100,000 of equity right away. So imagine what that would be like after a few years. Like, I could be sitting on $100,000 of equity right away in that house. Like, I'm not getting my hopes up, because I've come to realize if it's my house it'll be there. And if it's my house, I'll get it. If it's not my house, then I won't get it. I truly believe in, whatever higher power you want to believe in, whether that's the universe in general, multiple gods, one God, whatever that is. I identify as a very weird Christian. I'm very progressive, but I truly believe that there is a plan, and if it's mine, it's mine, and if it's not, it's not, and I'm okay with that. And this year has been testament to me learning that, and that may be just all building up to right now. Anyway, it's bedtime. I need to go to bed. It is like 9:10 according to that clock. It's probably actually like 9:15. Oh, Nova's all angry now because I closed her windows. She has one window that's still open that she can still look out of, but this is the one where her food is in, and she has no food. Otherwise I would put her food like right here. There is no more food, baby girl. You're fine. You ate all your food. You're good till morning, baby girl. If you guys want to see the last vlog I did, click here. If you guys want to see what the algorithm thinks is best for you on this channel, click here. Click here to subscribe to this channel. Click here to subscribe to my main channel. Hit the bell for notifications of both of those channels. Like this video if you liked it. Leave comments below. Things that you would like to see me do on this channel as things are starting to open up. I will be fully vaccinated by the middle of May. So I'll start to be able to do things again with people and start doing things in general and not feel weird about it. So let me know in the comments below things you'd like to see me do after I've been fully vaccinated. Because I'm excited to do things this summer. I'm excited to experience summer, and just really enjoy it, because this is going to be the first summer where there isn't a pandemic, working my 9-to-5 Monday through Friday job. So it'll be really interesting. Anyway, see you guys all next time. Bye.